Android, put your hands up. Android. And then iPhone. iPhone users.
Hey, let's go! Fruity, why are you like this?
I pick better things.
Yeah.
I pick better things. W Fruity.
Android is better.
I actually do think they're better too.
They're not.
They are for the more advanced.
They're for the more advanced. That's interesting. I like that.
You got Android?
I used to, yeah.
What made you change?
I was tired of people thinking that they could take 3 weeks to respond to an urgent text message.
Wait, what?
People treat text messages from an Android like it's an email. They're like, oh, I'll get back to you by EOD. Like, hey, what you trying to eat? I'll let you know by EOD.
Now, since you had
EOD is crazy. I don't think I've ever had anybody respond to me in that way. But yeah, people really don't want to talk to you or chat with you when you have an Android in the US. It's just ridiculous.
both, what do you think is better?
It's the Samsung. It's the Galaxies. They are some of the best phones. Their camera quality is better. Their versatility is better.
But how come it don't show up? Like, I see when you take the picture on an Android, it look good. Like when you about to take it, it'd be clear. When you text that or you upload that footage, it looked like you took it in 1995.
Yeah, because people aren't outputting their photo to the proper specifications, because a lot of those photos, they take in a lot of extra data because a lot of them are HDR and they're just taking in all types of latitude levels. So the thing is, with those pictures, you can edit them more finitely. And then if you put out one of those edited pictures, it'll look way more top tier than anything iPhone can produce.
He's absolutely right. The reason Instagram compresses a lot of Android flagship pictures is because they're at a higher resolution than what Instagram allows, and also at a higher file size. So when you upload those pictures, Instagram forcefully compresses them to fit into its platform, and that just kills the quality of the image. So if you actually edit your pictures to fit Instagram specifications before uploading it, it's going to look amazing on Instagram.
Things that Android does worse than iOS. Camera quality on social media looks like scheisse.
Well, the camera quality looks shit on social media because there's a lot of Android devices out there, and there's only about 4 iPhones per year. So the developers can develop their apps specifically for each iPhone. Meanwhile, for the Android smartphones, they have to use a one-size-fits-all approach, which makes it look like it makes it work on all Android phones, but it makes it look like shit on all Android phones as well. And that's why Samsung has partnered with TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram to specifically develop the applications for Samsung smartphones.
FaceTime, no iMessage, no Apple TV, no AirDrop.
Well, you can say it does that worse if it doesn't even have the feature to begin with. FaceTime, iMessage, AirDrop are not available on Android smartphones. So you can't say it does it worse than the iPhone if it's not on Androids to begin with.
Facial recognition is only 2D, not 3D. No dot projector, no infrared scanner, blah blah blah.
Yeah, the reason for that is because there's a 3D ultrasonic fingerprint sensor under the display. So they don't need a 3D facial recognition scanner. Okay, the 3D ultrasonic sensor is not on all Android flagships, but it's on Samsung's flagships. And the others also use a pretty secure 2D sensor.
Would you rather buy an iPhone or an Android?
Buy a Android. Samsung is one of the top of the line Androids. Huawei is the second top of the line Android. For the price, Huawei is right up there with Samsung as far as cameras, shutter speed, video collection. Yeah, Huawei is...
He's not wrong. Huawei is absolutely amazing. And if they hadn't been banned in the US, they most likely would have overtaken Samsung in the US and been Apple's biggest competitor, because they had already overtaken Samsung worldwide despite being banned in the US. So if they had a market in the US, they would have overtaken Samsung. The cameras are amazing, their software is amazing, smooth UI, amazing video and photo performance, and they've been pushing the envelope for mobile photography for years. So yeah, Huawei is amazing.
This is some stuff that Android can do that iPhone can't. Under-screen Touch ID. Multiple users. Younger sibling comes asking to play a game on your phone, but you don't want them to see all. Switch to the guest account. Choose the apps that you want to have on there, and it'll switch. Just like that. You can run
That's a very good privacy feature, by the way.
emulators from the Play Store. If you want a tutorial how to do this, this is very easy. Just let me know. Being able to split my screen into 2 different apps, like this should be a feature that's just automatically there. They have this for iPad. Why not for iPhone? This is so...
Yeah, I don't understand why Apple doesn't have the split screen feature on the iPhone, especially the bigger iPhone. The bigger iPhone has such a massive display and not much use for it because you can't run 2 apps simultaneously on the screen. It's something that should be there actually.
Simple, but why can I not move my apps where I want them to be? Why can't I do that? That seems like a simple thing. This has been the same for so many years. Why can't we just have this on the top?
Well, that is coming to iOS 18, and I think that's going to be more of a disaster for majority of iOS users than it is going to be helpful, because most iPhone users just want to use their phone the way Apple wants them to use it. They don't want to use it however they want. They don't want to personalize it.
Of things we can't have for no good reason. Themes, new icons, new everything. It gives me an actual theme overhaul, not just changing the wallpaper. Here's one, apply a new theme, bam. Totally different icons. That is cool. It even changes the ringtone.
Theming is also coming to iOS 18. That is something I've been using on my phone. I have the developer beta and it's been pretty cool. It's not as versatile as on Androids. It just changes the color of the app icon, but it's something. It's a step in the right direction in my opinion, but like moving apps on the home screen, I think it's also going to be a disaster for iOS users.
For you. I much prefer the personalization process on Android phones, even random Android phones that I have never heard of before compared to iPhone. It's just the same shit every year. See, now you deserve it.
The personalization and customization on Androids makes you feel like an admin on your phone, while on iPhone, Apple wants you to feel like an employee. They just tell you what to do, what you can and can't do. Meanwhile, on Android, you can do whatever you want on your phone. And that's why I love Android. I've used a Poco before. It doesn't overheat. It's not a bomb. This would have been a good joke for the Note 7, but that ship has sailed.